God bless. I'm coming from Jeremiah 22, verses 1 through 1 through 17. The Lord gave this to me uh, to give to his people. My subject is judgment against wicked kings. This is what the Lord says. Go down to the palace of the king Judah and proclaim the message there. Hear the word of the Lord to you, King of Judah, you who sit on David's throne, your officials and your people who come through these gates. This is what the Lord says. Do what is just and right. Rescue from the hands of the oppressors. The one who has been robbed, do not wrong or violence to the foreigners, the fatherless or the widow, and do not shed innocent blood in this place. For if you are careful to carry out these commands, these kings who sit on David's throne will come through the gates of this palace, riding his chariots and on his horses, accompanied by their officials and their people. But if you do not obey these commands, declares the Lord, I swear by myself that this palace will become a ruin. For this is what the Lord says about the palace of the king of Judah. Though you are like Gila to me, like the summit of Lebanon, I will surely make you like a wasteland. I will send destroyers against you, each man with his weapon, and they will cut up your fine cedar beams and throw them into the fire. People from many nations will pass by the city and will ask one another, why was the Lord done such a thing to this great city? And the answer will be, because they have forsaken the covenant of the Lord, their God, and have worshipped and served other gods. Do not weep for the dead king or mourn for his loss. Rather, weep bitterly for him who is exiled. Okay, so in this verse, it explains um, how rejection, disappointment, or hard work has brought us to the point of dependency, but we are still needed. God has important work for us to do as well. Okay, Jerusalem was built on a Pluto with deep valleys on three sides. Because of strategy, locations, and great defense walls, the inhabitants thought they were safe. Okay. So, however, God said that this was still time to change the events to which occurred. God gave the king the basics of rebuilding the nation, turn from evil and do right. Doing what is right requires more simply believing all the right doctrine about God. It means living in alignment with God desires, God deeds to save us, but they do display our faith because they are the outworking in what we truly believe. Good king. Josiah had died as the battle, okay, and his son, Shalom, regent for only 3 months. Okay, so basically, this is judgment to take the wicked king off of his throne, okay, because God sees the work that he is doing. He sees that there are pagans all over the temple. Okay, and what's happening is people are flocking to these pagans. They're viewing these pagans. And like I said before, these pagans are only here to make money off of God's people. All right. And basically, if you don't see this, I'm here to give enlightenment to the people of God. If you don't see this, these pagans have ran the true leaders off. I'm talking about true leaders, like people in high authorities. They have ran off of their own thrones. All right. But um You will never, ever, ever, ever run a queen off her throne. Mm-mm. Because I do the work for the Lord. Ain't no pagan idol, ain't no wicked king gonna run me off a throne that the Lord has built. Mm-mm. Ain't that much witchcraft gonna run me off of that. I'm here to do the Lord's work until it is done. Whoever God says have to be removed will be removed. And this is why my throne is appointed to be a governed. Whenever one king does not do the job, I have to appoint another king for the people of God, because I work for the people. And when the people of God souls are not being saved, when a wicked king is in authority, I have to remove that king and place a new one. And this is my job, because if I don't, there, yeah, yeah, there is, yeah, God will be upset with me. I'm going to just put it like that. So my job is to govern, to make sure that the right king is in place for the people of God, so that they won't be scattered, so that they won't have pagan temples, so that they won't have these poles with witchcraft on them to draw God's people in for their benefits, okay? Because a lot of these pagans are drawing people in with witchcraft. They have already run off the strong leaders from the temple, okay? So that people would only glorify them. I'm here to clean up. I'm the cleanup person that has to clean up the unclean. I have to clean up the the prostitution that's in the temple, the magic that's being done. I'm the clean up person, and this is why I am set to governed kings to their throne. But when the Lord tells me that a wicked king has to be removed, then that's what I have to do, because I am working for the people. I am not working to put a wicked king in place, because that is not how God works, okay? So, this is a year of season. This is a new year. It's a new season, and it's a new year where a new king will be on a throne. So, in order to do that, I have to remove all the pagans. I have to remove the wicked king from the throne, because it's nothing good coming from that throne. And I am only benefiting the people of God, because if the people are destroyed, then so am I. Because, see, I'm working in love. I'm working through God. And God brought me here to save his people. Okay? All righty. Let's go further on to this reading. Because he will never return nor see his native again. For this is what the Lord says about Shalom, son of Josiah, who succeeded the father as king of Judah, but has gone from this place. He will never return. He will die in the place where they have led him captive. He will not see the land again. Woe to him who built his place by unrighteousness, his upper rooms by injustice, making his own people work for nothing, not paying them for their labor. He says, I will build myself a great palace with spacious upper room. So he makes large windows in it, panels, and with cedars, and this decorates it in red. So he decorate everything in red. Okay, so this is why the Lord is he's going to destroy his throne that he has. and remove him because he's not benefiting the people. 15. Does it make you a king to have more and more? Cedar, did not your father have food or drink? He did what was right and just, so all went well with him. He defended the cause of the poor and the needy, and so all went well. Is that not what it means to know me? Declares the Lord. But your eyes and your heart are set only on dishonest gain or shedding innocent blood and oppression and extortion. Okay, so this is when I come in. Whenever a king only practices extortion, practice only shedding innocent blood, doesn't defend the cause of the poor or the needy, he practicing dishonest gain, then it's not me, it's the Lord saying, all right, I need you to get on this temple and let these people know that one king will be removed and another one will be in place. So my thing is to tear down the house of Babylon. That's what it is. It's the house of Babylon. Whenever you have pagans working magic in God's temple, whenever you have pagans polluting God's people, this is the house of Babylon, and I am the clean up person to destroy it. Okay? I don't fear Babylon. I don't fear no pagans. And I do not fear the devil himself, because if you are in leadership and you are governed by the Lord gives you power over Satan and all his minions. Either you walk in it or you walk out of it or you get scared off. And I ain't in the business of being scared off, okay? I'm in the business of tearing the house of Babylon down, rebuilding the temple, and appointing who God told me to appoint in new leadership, new prophets, because they will not have the house of God to be destroyed by pagans or Satan himself. So, in everything that you do, watch who you are serving. I still see that these pagans are getting a bunch of likes. If we're trying to tear these houses down, the people of God need to stop liking and viewing their views, because they are not helping you. They are trying to tear down the house of God. They're trying to destroy God's people.